Hello guys. So this video is about discussing Feynman effect in UPSC, and these are the two questions I'm going to quickly explain in this video. First, what I will explain what really is Feynman effect, what's this phenomena, and the other thing that I'm going to discuss is how does this Feynman effect play out in the UPSC preparation. And it cost many people many attempts to really reach a point when they realize that they were making this mistake throughout their preparation. So let's discuss it. So Feynman effect is really, I think this is a very famous term. Feynman effect means that when you are watching video lectures and this is a phenomena basically where people mistake familiarity with understanding. It is very easy to fool yourself into thinking that you understand something when you only have a familiarity of the subject. So for instance, you have watched a video lecture about rivers and the geography of the rivers, or you have watched a lecture about El Nino and La Nina. So now you really have this notion in your head that you know what El Nino and La Nina is, and so when the question comes up, you assume that you should be attempting this question, and it is worth doing it because you are familiar with it, and you will not leave it because you want to get it right, because out of the need for your marks. So this is also the reason why you study hard for a test and you go over your notes, but you don't practice it very much, and without practice you will never really understand it. This really happens in mathematics. For example, you have studied mathematics at some point in your life. Just remembering the multiplication tables and understanding how multiplication really happens are two different things. So there is no end to remembering the multiplication tables. There's a need that you need to remember some of them for the faster calculations, but what you really need to understand is how multiplication really works and what is the concept behind it. Do you really understand it, or have you just crammed it, or you just are familiar with multiplication? So that is the reason why many of us really fail in our lives, because we think that we know how to live our lives. When someone is telling us, we know this topic, but when we are really supposed to give a test in our life, which is going through the obstacles in your life, then we fail at it. And so practicing it, going through a lot of challenges, taking up voluntary challenges in your life is very important. So now let's moving on to the next question. How does and I've explained it, I guess, how does this plays out in the UPSC preparation. So we watch video lectures, as I previously also said. We make notes and then think that we know this subject, but when we solve questions, we are not able to come up with answers. In prelims, it contributes to a lot of negative marks because you don't leave questions because of this Feynman effect. You think that you know, and you end up taking them, but they're wrong. So, and in mains, you have made notes and you think you know the subject, but you haven't practiced it. So you don't write those answers even though you know it, right? So you have to brainstorm it, you have to practice it, and that is the only way. And then you take feedback from it, that you really understand something in your life, and you only conquer what you understand, right? So that was that. Thank you very much.